It was a sunny morning in Whisker Town, and Sobe, the curious yellow kitten, sat by his window gazing at the horizon. School felt like a prison today. He had heard rumors about an old abandoned mansion at the edge of town, shrouded in mystery and overgrown with ivy. "Max, let's skip school today," Sobe whispered to his mischievous gray friend, who was always ready for an adventure. Max's eyes lit up with excitement. "You mean the haunted mansion everyone talks about? I'm in!" The two kittens sneaked past Whisker Academy's gates, their little paws pattering on the cobblestone streets. They reached the outskirts of town, where the mansion loomed ominously. Its windows were cracked, the door slightly ajar, and vines crept up the walls like fingers grasping for attention. "Are you sure about this, Sobe?" Max asked, his tail twitching nervously. "Of course! It's just an old house," Sobe replied, his green eyes gleaming with determination. Pushing open the creaky door, they stepped inside. Dust motes floated in the sunlight, streaming through broken windows. The air smelled of age and mystery. As they ventured further, the wooden floor creaked beneath their tiny paws. Cobwebs adorned every corner, and an eerie silence filled the space. "This place is so cool," Sobe whispered, his voice echoing slightly. They explored room after room, discovering old furniture covered in white sheets, a grand piano with missing keys, and faded paintings of long-forgotten faces. In one room, they found a bookshelf tilted precariously. "Look at this!" Max exclaimed, pawing at a dusty book. Suddenly, the bookshelf swung open, revealing a hidden passage. The kittens exchanged a glance, part excitement, part fear, and ventured inside. The passage led to a spiral staircase descending into the darkness. "Do you think there are ghosts down here?" Max asked, his voice trembling slightly. "Only one way to find out," Sobe replied, leading the way. At the bottom of the stairs, they found a hidden basement filled with peculiar objects. A chest of old toys, jars filled with mysterious liquids, and a cracked mirror that seemed to distort their reflections. Sobe's reflection appeared to wink at him, making his fur stand on end. "Okay, maybe this is a little spooky," he admitted. As they explored further, they heard a faint noise. It sounded like footsteps. The kittens froze, their ears perked up. "Did you hear that?" Max whispered. "Shh, hide!" Sobe hissed, pulling Max behind an old wardrobe. The footsteps grew louder, and soon a shadow appeared in the dim light. It was a large tomcat with scruffy fur and piercing eyes. He seemed to be searching for something. "Who dares enter my domain?" The tomcat growled, his voice echoing ominously. Sobe and Max held their breath, trying not to make a sound. Just then, Max sneezed. The tomcat's head snapped in their direction. "Aha! Intruders!" he bellowed. The kittens bolted from their hiding spot, dashing up the spiral staircase. The tomcat chased after them, his heavy footsteps pounding against the wooden stairs. "Come back here, you little troublemakers!" Sobe and Max sprinted through the mansion, weaving through furniture and leaping over obstacles. The chase led them to a grand hall with a massive chandelier dangling precariously above. Max skidded to a stop. "What do we do now?" he panted. Sobe's eyes darted around the room. "We need a distraction," he said, spotting a frayed rope holding up the chandelier. With a daring leap, he clawed at the rope, sending the chandelier crashing to the floor. The loud crash startled the tomcat, who stumbled backward. "Run!" Sobe yelled, and the kittens made a beeline for the front door. They burst outside, their hearts pounding in their tiny chests. The scruffy tomcat stopped at the doorway, glaring at them. "And stay out!" he growled before retreating into the shadows. Outside, Sobe and Max collapsed onto the grass, laughing breathlessly. "That was insane!" Max exclaimed. "We almost got caught!" "But we didn't," Sobe replied with a grin. "And we've got a story to tell now." As they walked back to town, they promised to keep their adventure a secret. The abandoned mansion had been thrilling and terrifying, and they knew they'd never forget it. Back at home, Sobe's mother scolded him for skipping school, but he couldn't help but smile. Sometimes, the best lessons aren't learned in a classroom, but through daring adventures and the bonds of friendship.